Hi guys, my name is Rudo and I am a full-time crypto trader and investor, and this is my Trade for a Living podcast. So let's quickly have a look at Bitcoin. The title is very simple today. I'm expecting another Trump pump. President Trump is going to be talking to everybody at around 6 p.m. my time. So whatever time zone you're at, I'm GMT plus 2. You can use Forex Factory to just kind of set that up so you can get the time for yourself. So he's going to be talking around 6 p.m. and I assume the market's going to react positively again because people love him, apparently. So let's quickly have a look at the Dixie because that's going to impact. Remember, we want a bearish Dixie. This thing needs to sell off. That is bare bottoms for Bitcoin. That was Bitcoin at $15,000. And this was Bitcoin consolidating all the way to where it's at. And since the elections, things were out whack. We had the Dixie pushing up. We had the dollar pushing up. We had Bitcoin pushing up, stock markets, and. So I just need to see some sort of sense of normality enter the market. And the hope is that finally that's going to happen. So the Bitcoin's going to pump again, and the Dixie is finally going to start trending back down. Why? Well, hopefully they start the money printers. They're going to do something to stimulate the economy or something that I'm not an expert in that, but they need to do something, and hopefully that's going to give us our red line. If there's a place for the Dixie to reject, it's exactly where it's at. This is the right place for this thing to go and try and make that lower low to give us a really good bull market. Remember, bull market high, bull market, bear market bottoms, bull market tops. You buy, you sell. You buy. Now I'm looking for the low to sell. Okay. And that's basically that. So leading into Bitcoin for today, let's quickly have a look at it. 4-hour time frame is a little messy. So this morning I did a stream for everybody in the private group, and I pointed out to this as being the 3 major support and resistance levels. This is the last buy zone I shared with you guys on the basis that we want to try and see if the Bitcoin's going to leave this range. Now, it's not leaving the range, and there's so many levels. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Which one to choose? I don't flipping know. It's as simple as that. I wish I could know that this is the test of the range or that will be the test of the range. So what I do is always I keep things simple, level by level, and say to myself, is there enough for me to want to go bullish right there? And at the moment, no. There is a resemblance of a potential hidden bullish divergence. But as soon as you take away the wicks, it's very flat. It's not as pronounced as we had it in the beginning of this range, as price was still chopping up. And at that stage I was explaining to you guys, I'm expecting something like this. It's going to keep on being pushed up. So with this being said, where we're at now, it's a little bit of an unknown or an uncertainty. So how the hell are we going to trade that then if I'm saying prepare for a Trump pump? Well, my thought is very simple, being back to the candles, that the rest of the day could potentially end up being bearish or dead. These two things, meaning it sits around this area and then sweeps back into this demand zone. And it's around this area where the Trump pump then takes over price. And hopefully then finally will leave the 100K range and start meddling with 112, 115, whatever the case might be, consolidating above these highs. And that basically is what puts out what your job needs to be for the day. So if you want to be trading, your job needs to be to sit on your hands, be patient, let the market come to you, and wait for the entry, and then hopefully it will drive through into new highs. Okay, it's as simple as that. So we kind of know what's going to happen for the rest of the day. We kind of know where we're at. So where in this wave will I really expect the loss to occur? Now, this is a really wide zone if I do that. Well, typically, if we put a fib level on these levels, you can see that the 50% is around that area. So anything around the 50 to the 618 is statistically the most probable zone for where price is going to want to go to. Okay, so you can use this zone then as an area to start hunting for a long. Let's do that. Oops. Okay. And let's take away the fib. So that would be the area I would look to start hunting for a long. And from that point onwards, I want to see the market to drive up. Now you can see what we have. We had divergence between these levels, and this would be the first area where there will be resistance. Okay, so it's a thou shall not cross from a bullish point of view, but from this point onwards, it's going to be resistance. So the buy setup needs to always plan for failure as well. That's your TP1. So the idea is I need this risk to reward ratio to be a little bit more weighted into my favor, because clearly there's resistance at 105. Okay, and that's it. That's all that I want to try and do. When I now take this information and I head over to Ethereum, this means that Ethereum for me is still a bargain and could potentially chop around a little bit sideways on the supply ray for a little bit more of this trading action before we have our big push. The initial hope was that it's going to happen from 32 onwards. It failed. So this demand that I expected to enter the market around this area failed. So for me, I think ETH is going to just take a little bit longer. Why the hell am I still on with ETH? Well, simple. You need ETH to turn bullish for us to have an alt season, guys. So I need to put a lot of attention in this. I need to keep my eye on this. You need to keep your eye on this, because once ETH starts turning bullish, it's normally like a thief in the night. It's going to happen when you sleep. It's going to happen when you weren't looking. And then all of a sudden, you're going to have runs like this. And then everything does well. All the alts did well at that stage. We start locking in new highs, create new ranges afterwards, and so forth. And that's what we want to do. That's what we want to see. There is a frustration, in the market. Everybody is expecting alt season, and anything that pumps at the moment is meme season. And I hope that is going to change for us for the rest of the day. Okay, so that's everything that I wanted to share with you guys. Now, it's very simple. If you want to trade with me, you can open your PrimeXBT account. Links in the video description. And if you head to the Discord, you can actually get my buddy indicator by doing that. So you head to the navigation section in the Discord, and you ask for the buddy indicator, and you want the PrimeXBT trial. There's a few simple steps you need to follow to qualify, and you're going to have this tool. You don't need a paid TradingView account, my friends. All you need is a TradingView account. Simple as that. So the buddy is basically pushing everybody into a short on BTC at the moment on the 4-hour time frame. So you can see where we're at there. So let's just mark it out on a sell zone. There you go. And hopefully what we will do is we will fill this imbalance and start ticking in TP1. So TP1 for buddy. So you're already in the short. According to the buddy, you would have entered on this candle somewhere in here, or that candle for that matter, anywhere between the two extremes of the lines. And it's moving on into smaller time frames. Now, this is a 4-hour analysis. The buddy works on all the various time frames. It gives you signals for bull moves, bear moves, and so forth and so forth. As you can see, there was an S2, there was another S2, TP1 hit, didn't go TP2. This one failed, however, and that S3 failed. It's the nature of how the market sometimes moves, but you'll get the gist, and you can use the indicator by switching on and off the various strategies. Education on how this thing works, because it's more complex than this, in the sense of there's a lot of different strategies just to understand it, is in the video as well. So you can head over to the education section, and all you need to do is just look for the buddy indicator. Okay, so if you type in buddy indicator there, and there is a complete educational thread on what was the reasoning behind the madness, and you can ask me questions should you feel you need to. Okay, and that is basically that. So let's head over to a smaller time frame for the buddy, and let's quickly see what it is looking at now. Okay, so we now know that this is the higher time frame sell zone for BTC. And from that point onwards, the buddy gave us an SO4 in that sell zone, and there was the entry between the purple lines. Invalidation was there. So that one has now hit TP1, TP2, and it's on its way to TP3. So when the 4-hour swing hits TP1, your 15-minute swing or your 15-minute trade would have hit all 3 TPs. Basically, if you risked $100 there, you would be in with about $900. It's according to the risk to reward ratio of the buddy. Okay, it gave you an S2 long scalp there. You hit TP1, it didn't go to any other TPs, and it gave you yet again another hidden bearish divergence entry, which didn't trigger. Sucks when that happens. And it's now saying that there is more moves coming, and it's giving you another short signal. Their sell zone, and there is more TPs to be had. Okay, from a bullish point of view, okay, it's given you this long trade there, buy box, that has to hit TP1. Let's just make this a little bit bigger. There's the line for this that has hit TP1. So you can see that this is trading made easy. So if you're struggling with your trading, you're struggling turning profitable, use the buddy indicator. It simplifies a lot of the things because it looks for the right type of strategy and the right type of market environment, and it will always help you try and get on the right side. Now, there's as I always say, 65% success rate on all the setups that it shares. But if you have a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2, you're already in the money. And this has got a risk to reward ratio of about 1 to 9 on some of these indices. Is the indicator free? No, it's not free, my friend. If it took years of skills and information to be had, but there's 3 ways that you can get your hands on the indicator. So what you need to do that, you need to head over to my Discord, links in the video description. After you've verified yourself, okay, just prove you're not, you prove you're human, you're going to go to the navigation channel, okay, and then your Discord might look a little different. You don't have all the channels that I have. Then you're going to go to get the buddy indicator button. It's as simple as that, guys. I've made it function almost like a website in here, so you don't need to browse through the channels to try and look at that. And then there's 3 ways you can get it. You can outright buy the indicator. You can use PrimeXBT to create a trial to the indicator. You can use it for a while and then decide whether you want to buy, or you can use the Bybit sponsorship link that's in there to get access for a period for the indicator as well. You click on the little button, it shows you what you need to do. You go back to options, you right back. You click on the little button, shows you what to do, go to options, and that's it. It's as simple as that, my friends. Okay, it works on all the coins, not just Bitcoin. So you can use it on crypto, on altcoins, and so forth and so forth. Let's see. I'm going to go off script real quick. Let's have a look at EGLD as an example. I'm going to just load a different trading pair that after Prime is no longer being supported on TradingView. Let's use RUNE. Let's use RUNE on Bybit. It's as simple as that. There's all the setups already generated. And remember, once the line is there, it stays there. It doesn't shift the buy zone so that it looks amazing afterwards. Okay. You do know if you want to back test this, that they will disappear. All you need to do is just reply. It's a TradingView thing. They can only hold so much lines within the indicator. So if you want to go and back test the thing and check it out, all you need to do is just do that. And this isn't me. What's wrong here? It shouldn't do that, but I think it's more a TradingView thing than anything else. So let's just reset that. I don't know why it's doing that, but then the new lines will appear so you can see all the setups. Okay. So in short, what you have is you've had the buddy indicator giving you a long there. So an SO1, so it's buy between those 2 purple lines. What I think I need to do is just update to the latest one. I do updates to this one. This is the latest one. Okay, so it gave you your buy entry there. So let's just mark it out real quick. Boom. And what I'll do is I'll filter it so you can see exactly how simple this is. That's an SO1. You're trying to pick a bottom without getting smelly fingers. Okay, so there's an SO1. These are bottom picking and top picking strategies. Okay, so the SO1 popped in. It gave you the buy zone there. Stopped there. TP1, TP2. You didn't get TP3. Okay, simple as that. Nothing else on the screen regarding that strategy. Okay, then we can have a look at the SO2 strategy. These are confirmations of tops or bottoms. So it's secondary tests, which happens the most of the time. So if you're patient and you've got a lot of time trading, you trade the SO2s. Okay. When they work, they print money like crazy. When they fail, it's frustrating. It's just one of those things. There, the SO2 said more and add to your short. There it said add to your short, didn't get the entry. TP1 hit there, it didn't get to TP2, but it's on its way. but by that time you would have probably already stopped out. Okay, there it gave you an SO2 with the ideas that we want to try and see for continuation. That one failed. And like I said, this one, you got the entry. If you entered late, you would have failed. If you entered early, it would have been a successful trade. So these things are tough secondary test trades because you never know. Okay, there it gave you an entry for a short on the SO2. So you enter between the purple lines as always. TP at the lines. TP1 is hit, and TP2, TP3 is still on its way. So it makes it easy. It does the risk to reward calculations for you. So all you need to do is make sure that wherever you enter, be it in there, that once price crosses that line, you're down 2% or 3% on your account. That's all you need to worry about. The rest is done for you. Okay, that's as simple as that. Now, if you have a look at a different strategy, let's maybe use an SO3. These are very rare. This is when big momentum enters the market. So there you had a move where there was a lot of momentum that enters the market. So then it says that momentum will often get recycled at a specific level. So you want to add in on that momentum and then ride the thing further on. So there you had a beautiful SO3 play out. And SO4s, these occur when there's a trend that's established now and is healthy and long. So when you get the SO4 signals, that's normally really good. You start making a hell of a lot of money when the trend is nice and strong. Now, in this instance, you would have entered and you would have missed your entry there. If the market was kind enough to just give us the entry, you would be at TP3 with this one already. Sometimes it can be a little bit spiteful like this. I mean, that's trading. You know this by now. You know, it looked good, then it flipped, and then it did it. So the market can just screw you over. That's why there's different strategies. So to ensure that you always have something winning, okay? There you have it. So there's another SO4. So it's telling us that the market does look ready for a little bit of retrace for the day. Okay, Renee, picking the bottom and not get smelly fingers. Yeah, you don't want to have smelly fingers trading crypto. Guys, thanks so much for taking the time with me. You know what to do. Head over to the Discord. And in addition, I'm restructuring the Discord. There's a few changes coming in there. So whomever goes and gives me a little, what do you call these things? Reaction icon on this comment might be surprised pretty soon. So I want to see you guys go and do that. I dropped this message yesterday, and that's it. And the restructuring meant that all the crazy alerts and stuff was gone. So it's going to be quiet in that regard. So when there's an alert, and you actually get to choose what alerts you want to see. So you'll have a lot more value in that regard. And I am reopening the public section with a new upgraded security that's coming in there. Scammers won't be able to get to you there. So even if you don't have the ability to join the private group, you can or will be able to join the public group pretty soon. Okay, have a lovely day, guys, and Trump pump. Let's see if it's going to bring the goods for us. There won't be a hodl in this afternoon stream. What I can say is that looking at where we're at, I made a mistake last time round regarding Phantom. I took the wrong Sonic chart, but what was said is still true. There's not a lot of TA there, so stuff like this makes people unsure. So the new Phantom coin will probably be retracing a little bit further. Looking at everything from Ethereum, I'm looking for that test. So bigger picture wise, I want to try and see if the market's going to move in there. So now you're saying it's going to go down, but you want to go long at specific areas. Remember, time frames can change, and what happens within a time frame can change the outlook. I mean, if this candle turns blue and ends up there all of a sudden, I'm going to stop believing that we're going to go down there. It's as simple as that. So remember that. You can use any icon, Garth. I don't know. I don't care which one you find. And you can even click on the ones that's there already. Okay. If you cannot, and this is one thing that I picked up with a lot of people on the Discord, if you cannot do any of this, it means that you haven't verified your Discord account. You haven't proved to me that you're human, because there's a lot of people scamming. So this account, this channel will probably still be open to you, and you need to click on either buy and sell to get the frenemy roll. Once that's assigned, you'll be able to interact with some of these channels. So Yes, Garth, get that sorted and you should be golden. Okay, there, he's in. Okay, you have a lovely day, guys, and keep hustling. Today is a day you need to be on standby. The moves are going to come thick and fast, and I want to make sure that we get in on them. Cheers, everybody.
I'll keep hustling.
Subscribe now.